right. Hello, Cancer signs. This is your 4th monthly message for April, guys. You guys are you guys are getting a bonus 5th one. All right. I felt guided. I needed to do that for you. In the description box, I'll link in the previous messages as well as the 5th and final message. In this one, we're going to be working with the fairies, the fairy godmother oracle, the mystic fairy tarot, fairy whispers. Okay. I got a lot of different messages for you guys. Please keep in mind, I open up the monthlies for the energy of Cancer signs. So to give guidance and clarity for individual Cancer signs tuning in, I give dates and times, sometimes names, different stuff like that. I saw angel numbers for you. Okay. In this particular one, there's lots of Aquarius and Pisces energy. In fact, when I was sitting down before I start, I do my prayers and connect. I almost called you Pisces. So some of you could totally be a Pisces with Cancer in your chart. You got a Pisces watching. Okay, Pisces is going to be my very final zodiac sign for April's monthly message. So you're welcome to tune in to your rising sign, moon sign, Venus throughout the monthlies for April for further clarification and guidance. This Palo Santos is raising up, flaming so strong. Let me give you the dates and times. I saw a lot of Aquarius, Pisces, okay? So either you have this in your chart or you're dealing with them. Now, if that's not the case, this one might not be for you, but you're still welcome to tune in, listen. The messages from the fairy godmother are always very beautiful. Like I said, I saw 333 for you, and I also saw 234. So everything going in flow. All right. 216 was spotlighted, 218, 219, 126. Ooh. With 126, I got 67. Someone could be born in 67, or that could be an age. So sometimes dates and times can be birthdays, anniversaries, death days of passed on loved ones even, okay? 223, Pisces, 225. Oh, look, it's burning some more. 228. Also got 50 and 52. Those could be ages. There could be a little Gemini, 6-7, a little Taurus energy, maybe 5-2. I saw potentially someone could be 23, 22, 34, 25, 66, 24. I already said that, 49 and 67. All right. Wow. And there we go. And there we go. All right. You guys, bonus, also got Bold Tuesday, because today happens to be Tuesday, April Fools, as I am doing this message for you. I thought I would get these completed, but because your last one, so you could just have Aries in your chart, okay, and that's why there's interlinkings with this. It doesn't have to be. Also, yeah, 55. Did I say someone could be 55? 333. So I was saying 333 when I walked in here to do this for you guys. So to me, that's also angel numbers about creativity, communication, collaboration with others. Okay. So maybe in your community. Okay. And 55. So interesting enough, with your very first one with the T, graffiti. So I pay attention to the numbers and the signs that, come off the card, right? And it may not be for everyone, but it is. 55 was about stability. Oh. I just heard a generator start, which means potentially power outage. Weird. Okay. So be prepared. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start with the fairy godmother. In your third one, we finished up the symbols as well as Bold Tuesday messages, and some of the Bold Tuesday messages flew over to the fairy godmother. So that's why I decided to continue on that way for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna put my book away, and we're gonna jump into the cards. I know you can't see it right here, but I do have that selenite horn, so everything does connect. All right, so there very much could be a connection if you're drawn into the fae and the fairies with the unicorns as well. As you can see, the selenite is pointing over here. Next will be the last unicorn. Also, on that book actually shows the star So I don't know why you guys get so much Aquarius energy. So weird. I'm all so weird. But that's what I'm getting in this one, okay? So they could even be coming off as a fairy godmother for you or something like this. Let's start with these. I already read this in the very last one, but it says, if cauliflower can become pizza, you, my girl, and I want to say regardless, my boy, can do anything. Ask a friend to be your confidence buddy. This is someone who will be there for you when you need a boost. So having a friend to be your confidence buddy. California. Whoa, California. California pizza. Why is this popping in? Cauliflower. All right. Your diet. So we're talking about diet. It's not just about your food. I actually ate noodles, dude. Yokosabi. There was some edamame in it. Some cabbage. Some broccoli. A little sriracha. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Because, you know, Cancer sign represents even food, nurturing. Okay, your diet, remember, it's more than just what you put in your mouth. It's who you talk to, what energy you surround yourself with, and the content you consume. Pay attention to what you allow in your life. Do an information detox. Stay away from social media, the news, gossip, and people who drain you emotionally. Rinse and repeat as needed. And your ambition is a way of life. Ambition. Honor your ambition. Put your focus on your biggest goal today and make some serious progress. So not every sign is going to be getting Bold Tuesdays. And you, ironically, your messages are on that day. So 1, 2, 3. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 and 3, 3, 3. So let's jump into the fairy godmother messages first and foremost. Let's see. I'm going to adjust the camera just a tad. I decided to go with the pink because we do have the pink full moon this month in Libra's energy on 4/12, but 4/13 was somehow your spotlighted day. The selenite is very healing, uplifting, and this is the horn of the unicorn. So connection as well with the fairies. So I might also get oracle messages. Sometimes these get long, right? So grab your tea, your coffee, your water, whatever, your hot cocoa. I don't care, your beer, your glass of wine, whatever. And thank you guys all so much as well. And I hope you do have a beautiful month. Hope this gives you whatever guidance, clarification you might need. And maybe just for entertainment even. Because these are so fun. I've really enjoyed these so far. Unveiling these fairy godmother ones I want to show. I love the gold gilding. And we have the 7-pointed star. Okay, so here we go with the fae. We have discernment. Oh, you're being gifted discernment. Oh, you guys are the first ones to get that. And look, this looks like we have Sleeping Beauty there with the little mice. Cinderella. Discernment. Look, it's like lighting up. All right, 8:30 on the clock. There was quite a bit of Virgo. There was definitely still Virgo energy when I was coming over. And dreams. Someone coming in your dreams. So much about your dreams is that you can't make your dreams come true. Oh, look, we have the spinning wheel. The spinning wheel, what is this? Even Sleeping Beauty, but Rumpelstiltskin. There's the candle illuminating your dreams. Okay, I'm going to start with these. You guys are the first ones that I have seen these for, Cancer signs. The D's, the double D's. Oh my gosh. Discernment and dreams are your code words. Your code words for this month. And dreams are, that's interesting, especially with Piscean. Baby, that's so she's got the cauldron here. She's like cooking something up here. We got the magic wand. And you got all those little Gus. The little mice helping Cinderella. We're going to start with these. I am going to shuffle them and get them out. Discernment, your main one. Okay, let's make sure you can see. I'm going to put the camera back down because it's important. Important. Okay, we're in the D's. That's so weird. So there was so much in that second one. Why am I saying the second one? In that last one about your dreams and focusing on what you want, right? Maybe you are going to have some crazy ass dreams, literally, or there's going to be something in your dreams that comes forth. You're trying to have discernment of what's going on in dreams because they are very cryptic and weird, huh? Maybe that's why that Piscean. Okay. This is by Flavia Kate Peters, and the artwork is by Julie Damia Meacham, something like that. These are pretty good. Okay. We'll see how many come out when I do shuffle them. So it can be about past and lessons learned. Okay, but since we just have 2 here, I'm going to give you a simple single card. This can be about a matter relation to relationships, health, or even something like whether or not to go somewhere in the coming days, whether it's a good idea or not. Wanting discernment. What is discernment? Clarity? Regarding your dreams. I feel like there was another one. I was also going to say something. So the 14th, yeah, something about that 14th, 314. I don't know why I said 314. Okay, that's Pisces, but 414, 413, maybe something coming forth in that time. Okay, let's go to discernment. 40 and 41. Okay, there's nothing wrong in having fun. Enjoy the party, be the one. So many friends doth you make, but who is real and who is fake? Soul to soul, heart to heart, true friends support, near to depart. It is your belief that to have many friends in your life would make you feel happy and complete, reducing fears of loneliness and isolation. Having lots of people around you would make you feel and appear very popular, right? But with a big circle of friends comes betrayal. Too many sides to be on, and who has your true interest at heart? Who are the pretenders? Who genuinely cares? With all you have going on in your life, do you really have time to play the popularity game? Sure, if you have a great catch, if you are a great catch and people are lucky to have you in your life, it says, excuse me, let me reword that. Sure, you are a great catch and people are lucky to have you in their life, but instead of you always being there for others, it's time for you to feel assured in the company of those who genuinely support you. I must insist that you take an inventory of who stays and who goes. This might sound harsh, but my concern is for you alone. I can see those who truly support you in sadness and also share your happiness with genuine delight. You need to distinguish between them and the friends, so-called friends, okay, who only like your alter ego version because it suits their needs. Truth hurts, doesn't it? However, darling child, your soul craves for like-hearted others who understand you truly for who you are. It's time for you to recognize who they are and to join together in that truth. As you start to make changes in your social calendar, those who do not understand will fall away naturally, leaving you with those who are your true friends. Soulmates who connect on a deep soul level and who do not need false laughter, forced high-spiritedness, and competition. You need to believe in the friendships you truly desire and deserve. These people are already in your life. It's time to separate the wheat from the chaff and enjoy your true friends' company as well as your own. I think that's interesting, using the wheat and the chaff. Bible scriptures coming out already. There is some Aries Cancer energy, of course. Let's go to dreams as well. 44 and 45, mastery. Double Cancer signs and Leo. 89. Maybe 404 and 405 Aries is a spotlight day as well. A kingdom of vision floats through your mind of wonder, enchantment, and all of that kind. If you just close your eyes, Fall deep into sleep, journeys to take, wishes to keep. Dreams reveal what is to be. Trust in the answer, then wait and see. When you wish upon a star, when you wish upon a star. It's like the blue fairy coming through. How weird. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Tonight, look out into the night sky and observe the constellations shining back at you. Yes, you create your own destiny, but the stars point you in the direction of your dreams. With this in mind, take some time to decide what it is that you wish to come true. Whatever you choose at this time will work out well. So take this opportunity to focus on lifelong dreams or ambition. Ambition is a way of life. Dude, so this very much, if you could not listen to your other videos, this very much does interlink, especially with the bold Tuesday messages and the symbols, okay? And once again, different messages for different Cancer signs. You know, the ones that really strike you in your little heart. Because there was a lot about maybe wanting to travel, you know, or you know, whatever your dreams are for yourself. So it's a good, you have this ambition, right? Hi. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let me see. Maybe you'll see a shooting star or something. Okay, with this in mind, take some time to decide what it is that you wish to come true. Whatever you choose at this time will work out well. So take this opportunity to focus on lifelong dreams or ambition. Whatever you feel is right will be supported fully by the universe. When you go to bed tonight, do so with a sense of excitement, for you are going on a journey, as you always do, whether you're aware of it or not. Oh, we're doing some dream journeys, huh? That's why the Piscean energy, I think. There was also a mission, I'm going to reiterate it, to especially get out of your head. So if you have a busy day and you have a lot of stuff going on, before you go to bed, write your to-do list out. And then you can sleep easy, you know? Because other than that, this is a natural thing that our minds can run, right? Of all the things we need to do. Especially if you have like a big appointment or a big meeting or something like this, or just a lot on your schedule. So that was also a mention. I think that's beautiful, especially because I brought up like food, and then we see this and what's cooking good looking, and pizza, and that how much is your diet consists of not just what you eat, but what you take in through your eyes, through your ears, you know, and the people. Okay? The dreaming mind is an expansive and creative force of the entire consciousness of the universe. So please don't dismiss the dreams you have, for each are intertwined with meaning and messages to assist you in your awakened state. It is important that you acknowledge your dreams, for this is a divine connection, enabling you to truly remember the magical being that you are and why you are here on the earth plane this time around. Your newfound awareness and perception will open doors to many realms, and you will discover that there is no beginning and no end, that everything is limitless. I will accompany you as we fly high through the sky and bathe in the colors of the rainbow until we reach the other side where your treasure awaits. The pot of gold, your holy grail, an eternity of unconsciousness sleep awaits. If you will just prick your finger on the spindle of the spinning wheel, or rise from your deep slumber to reach for the stars and dream your dreams fully awake. Weird. Okay? Those are amazing. Crazy. What do I even want to say with this? Dream your dreams. I'm getting a beautiful song for you. Okay, it's by Jagdish. Jagdish in Dreams. I have received this song during a holotropic breath and sound from a practitioner, Meredith. And it's really beautiful. In Dreams. It says, know you are loved. It says, rest in peace. And dream your sweet dream until your soul is released. Weird. So you're going to learn discernment about who is your friend and who's not. That's what, you know, maybe you can receive messages in your dreams about how you unconsciously feel about a person, even. Sometimes that can come forth. Sometimes it can bring up your hidden fears as well. Dreams are always cryptic. Maybe you're really studying dreams. You can journal that. You know what's weird, Cancers? I'm like, you know what's weird? I was kind of looking back since I started these 2025 readings. And so I started with Capricorn, your opposite, right? But past life oracle as well as modern life oracle, and something I saw that was fascinating. Now I just read my own title, I didn't listen to your video all together, was okay, especially regarding some of the stuff that came through with the tea. There was something about underlying health issues, and your title said a past life karmic has health issues. For your January monthly messages. So maybe listen to that. If you are new to the channel, maybe there's something there for you. Even though that time has passed, it can help give you guidance and clarity. But going even further back, when I unveiled my dream journals, it was a gift from Aries to me. And so I believe I unveiled them in November's 2024. So once again, if you're new to my channel, or maybe you didn't listen to those, maybe there's something there, or those books could be inspiring, helping you to understand the dreams, journaling. There are some different crystals and stones you can work with by your bedside to help you remember. I forgot to bring it in, actually. I'm trying to think now. The diamond. Yeah. Like, sometimes my brain, I have brain fog. Not brain fog, just a brain fart. There's lots of information, so I don't always hold it all in and remember it all. But I do have, I mentioned that coming up into the future, into May's monthlies, that's in Taurus season, Taurus Gemini, I'm going to be bringing in some books about numerology, as well as crystals for karmic healing. There's another one, Epidot is the dream stone. And ambition. I learned along the journey a long time ago. I started releasing and letting ex-friends or acquaintances go. And just closing the door, closing the window, closing the cycle. Especially, I did this through, so on my social media. And there's nothing inside of me that is like, oh, I desire to, there was times where I realized I was leaving a door open and I wasn't accepting that there was rejection, right? And I stopped chasing relationships. Okay. I think this is fascinating. So I'm going to shuffle these, see what come out. And we'll get some fairy whispers. I'll probably also get some, this is the Mystical Fairy Tarot as we move on with Linda Ravencraft and Barbara Moore. Okay, and then Lucy Cavendish, okay, with the Fairy Whispers and the Wild Wisdom of the Fairies. All right, let's just see. What else can we get for the Cancer signs tuning into this message? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Whoa, that one like flipped and turned around again. someone having some abandonment issues. This is fairly normal. Okay, I'm gonna put it back in because it didn't like jump all the way out. That could be holding on to people out of fear of being abandoned. People that aren't even your fucking friends. Sorry, I'm gonna say it. I have no problem using the F-bomb. The F-bomb? I'm not gonna walk around like I'm holier than thou, walking on a cloud and shit. Is that what you do? Is that what you do? Authenticity, being your true authentic self, and healing. You got the healing. Cancer signs, you also represent the healer too. I mean, the energy, the nurturing the mother. It looks you like a nurse taking care of the animals. Veterinarian. Authenticity, the black cat. Oh, maybe you are a witch. Red hair. The ball, put the ball gown away. Okay, weirdest thing, okay? I'm gonna set the symbols. I kind of set them in front. I need to move these up. I've set these ones now for Leo's energy. I need to set these over here. Oh my, only 2. Interesting. Ambition. Okay, these 2 are kind of also sticking out. Being your true vulnerable self, authentic, and blossoming. Wow, look, and we have Dorothy in the... This is about the dreams again. The fairy godmother, Glinda, the good witch, and Dorothy. Vulnerability. Okay, I'm not going to keep those ones, though, because this gets too long. For some reason, you're just getting 2. Underneath the deck, rejection. Feeling rejection. Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3. About your ambition. I don't know why. I feel like I want to line that up. Okay, I shuffled all these, and I've just noticed she has the little black cat here. We have badgers. The honey badger. Okay. Look, she looks like she's been rejected. This makes me think of like Maleficent not being invited to like the blessings or something, right? The bad fairy that the dark fairy, or okay, because she didn't have good intention. We have the black cat. This was a charm that came with the tea. Okay, so we're gonna connect these. Okay, because I see the black cat here. I've not read authenticity or healing. You guys are, or rejection. So these ones are new. We learn together. Together. Okay, I feel like it's 1, 2, 3. Feeling rejection based on something that you're ambitious about. Okay, and healing is beyond just your nutrition. Right? You all know the placebo effect. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see it. I'm gonna bring the camera in further. Here we go at 28 on the clock. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Not 7 cards like I had anticipated. Oh, we have a 3-card spread. Yay. Okay. Fairy godmother, to help you receive an accurate reading for your highest good, ask for the absolute truth to be revealed. To know, okay, in regards to the situation you have in mind. Okay, this top card is faced in front of you, the next card on top. All right, the 3rd card from the top and place it to the right of the 2nd, again face up. Now using the book you can read the messages. Okay, that's what I'm doing here. Well, we're starting with being your true authentic self. If cauliflower can become pizza, you can do anything. You can be anything. Okay. Authenticity. Did I pay? I skipped it. It's like maybe someone always feels like they always get looked over. 26, 27. So these can be about ages. Keep that in mind. Okay. This could be about the 26, 426, 427. Okay. Maybe these are your birthdays. I don't know. Would that be 626, 627? Whatever. Doesn't have to be. This could also be dealing with Aquarius, 206, 207. I'm also seeing some Taurus, Virgo, Libra energy with this. With a clean sweep. And a tickle of the brush. No longer should you keep hush hush. Weird. Okay. That is so weird because I did that one on, I didn't do this. So the black kyanite, yeah, and sweeping and cleansing. So the way I look at this as well, guys, and when we go through some of the stuff, especially with the teas, some of the darker energy, I am doing my part to help with you cleansing, but you gotta do your part too. And there was a lot about, like, your final message was about clearing the clutter, cleaning your space, taking the trash out, okay? All right, and sweeping, and she has this little black broom. I love it, okay? As it says here, from out of the closet, take a stance, no need to hide, for now's your chance to live your life. Be who you are, stand proudly, and you shall go far. Come on out. You must not hide your true self any longer. It's time to face up to who you really are and to embrace the fact that you are indeed one of a kind. I know the difficulties that you've faced, and it has been an arduous journey indeed. There are only so many times one can endure harsh criticism, judgment, and unfair comments, all because others fear what they do not understand. You are a talented and very gifted, unique individual. Don't you realize that you were made exactly how you're meant to be? The world has waited long enough for you to grace it with your individuality. It's time to be your authentic self, no longer cowering behind the mask that you have worn for so long, for fear of being persecuted. I know your desire to fit in with the world around you, but I also hear the deep call of your soul too. So I have swept in with my faithful black cat to help you to clean up your act, to reveal the genuine you. You may have forgotten who that actually is, having dimmed your light for the sake of your own protection. But please step fully out of the broom closet that has hidden you so well and into the light for all to see. Trust that I, your fairy godmother, will guard you well as you take those first brave steps of authenticity to what will ultimately be the freedom to live your life for and as the real you. When was the last time you acknowledged your qualities, your talents, and took genuine pride in who you are? Get to know yourself again, and most of all, learn to love and accept yourself fully. For the moment you do, then others will follow suit naturally, as will the peace that you yearn for. Wow. You see? Okay. And then we have the kitty. Okay. Now, like I said, this was a fun little charm. That was a bonus gift, a thank you gift that came with the graffiti. So that was in that first one. All right. We talk about, okay, some stuff. We talk about some stuff in there. Okay. The black cat. That's so weird because I also felt the same way with that black kyanite and sweeping, cleansing, energetic cords, clearing through the negativity, the shadow energy. And then we're moving on to healing and remembering it's not just about what you put in your mouth. This is so cool because it's totally, look, she's got a little, what is it, a stethoscope on. Okay, let me take a deeper look at this. There's definitely a honey badger, owls, a little tortoise, some spiders in there, a magic wand. Oh, it looks like a little, what is this? A hedgehog or a porcupine? Maybe there's something, and there's about the animals or a veterinarian even or something like this. You know, interesting enough, that's maybe where that Virgo energy, because Virgos are the rulers of the small animals and pets like that. Maybe you have that in your chart. What's about healing? Okay, we're going to healing. And then I understand the rejection. Sometimes rejection is God's protection. Your ambition is a way of life. Okay, healing is next. 50. Oh, whoops, that's guilt. 54. Oh, guilt didn't come out. Healing. 56, 57. That's the page numbers. Of course, this could be dealing with, these could be someone's ages. I don't know, okay? This could also be dealing with a Taurus, 5, 6, 5, 7. I get Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, 11, 12. A broken heart, an arm or knee requires the utmost sympathy. I'll patch you up, no need to squeal. My nursing mission is to heal. I'll wrap you up in cotton wool, fully repaired. A miracle. You cry for healing help. Your cry for healing help has been heard. The indescribable hurt and pain that you are suffering has taken its toll, and it's hard for you to believe that you will ever overcome this grief. But please know that eventually your heart will heal. It is true that as time passes, things do get better. Slowly, your heart will begin to knit together the fragments that have been scattered, and eventually you will feel whole again. But for now, know that there is no need to rush things or feel shame in thinking that you should be over it by now. This message could also indicate a nutritional imbalance in your body, which is affecting your metabolism and lowering your energetic vibration. It could be affecting you spiritually, physically, or emotionally. Look at reducing your intake of alcohol, caffeine, or fatty and sugary foods. Take sensible steps to ensure the restoration of your health, and don't ignore the signs your body is trying to tell you. Health issues resulting from an accident or living with chronic pain can take their toll and affect you and the way you live your life. Call on me to help soothe your discomfort, and don't be too proud to seek the appropriate professional help and medication. You may wish to investigate the beneficial healing properties of natural remedies by seeking out a qualified herbalist or indulging in natural energy healing practices such as Reiki or meditation. My magical bedside manner will ensure you are healed in time, so take comfort in knowing that you will soon be returned to peace. In the meanwhile, rest within the protection of my wings as you are nurtured and cared for. Heal well, dear one, and never ever give up. Wow. And the final message is about rejection and your ambition. Never forget, rejection is God's protection. Let's see. Keep opening up to shame and guilt. Okay, truthfulness. Shame. Rejuvenation. Rejection. 76 and 77. Once again, these could be ages. This could be years of birth. Or 7677, Cancer sign. Now, ambition, right? A way of life. Honor your ambition. Put your focus on your biggest goal today and make some serious progress. Maybe it is about rejecting others, not being a people pleaser. That's about your identity. Or someone rejecting your identity. Or actually turning and twisting it and saying that you are evil or a witch. A lot about the green. Green is healing. Okay, let's see. I love this for you. All right, rejection wrecks your self-esteem. To belong is what you dream. Fingers pointing, friend or foe. Stay amongst those whom you know and trust. Connect with how you feel. Lick your wounds. You need to heal. Rejection from past situations has activated the self-destruct switch. How often have you responded to romantic or friendship rejection by finding fault within yourself instead of searching for the real truth of the matter? The disconnection you have experienced has caused great pain, which affects your outward behavior in response to others. Take back the power that was stripped from you by the words and actions of others and reclaim your true self. So what if some judge you, criticize, or make fun of who you are and what you stand for? Who are they to decide what is acceptable? In fact, I shall let you in on a little secret that should help you overcome the fear of each such treatment. And they are actually very insecure themselves. They are scared of anything that is not what they deem normal, socially acceptable, or to their own self-perceived standards. Of course, their opinions are all absolute nonsense, for these people are clouded by their own judgments. They mask their own fears by projecting them onto you. This is done in the hope that others, including you, won't notice their flaws and faults, but instead see them in you. How do you feel about that? It's not fair, but nevertheless, you now have knowledge which will give you the confidence to ignore these psychological game playing. Allow me to soothe the emotional wounds that have been inflicted upon you and release your need to belong. Throughout the ages, those who were talented, gifted, and different from the norm were persecuted, ridiculed, and rejected in many forms. So I urge you to stand tall and be proud of who you are, for I, your fairy godmother, am very proud of you indeed. So you could have another Cancer sign, or even someone in the age I can't even speak, age range, okay, of 76, 77, 76, Cancer, 77, a lot of Libra, Virgo, triple Libra even. Interesting. As well as the Aquarian and Pisces energy coming forth. I think this is a beautiful message for you guys tuning in. All right. Whether this is about how you feel or they feel, it's understanding that. Okay. I'm going to set this fairy godmother right there. Now, oh, is she falling down? She's not going to stand. That's fine. Okay. We're moving on now. Okay. To the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracles, the guidebook by Lucy Cavendish, and then we're going to get some fairy whispers, and I will finish this off. I think I'm going to take this card because those are your three. I'm going to set this one back off to the side until we are ready again. And let's see. I shuffle all these. So we've also got the bell and a kitty cat playing. Okay. This one's a little different. I'm just going to grab it in the center. The Midnight Prince 43. Ask for what you want and be honest. Okay. Let's get it in the center again. The Light in the Darkness 14 and 43. Ancestors, ancestral line, and generational shifts. This might be something that needs to be healed. Some type of healing you're working on. Light in the Darkness. It's in reverse though. These do read reversals. And then this final one underneath the deck, all of these are in reverse. The Secret Path 44. Okay. An irresistible pull down a distinct path. Mystical traditions and ley lines 44. Mastery. Now, reversals are actually very significant. It means that you've been doing a lot of work already. And these are very important things regarding your journey so far. They are to be really noticed and taken spotlight on. All right. I tell you, these ones get a little long. So we're going to do this. Can also be past, present energy, and future. And let's start with 43. I opened it up to 11. Okay. Like I said, I shuffled all of these for the Cancer sign energies. That's how I do it. And then we will reveal what's underneath. And then what is so roots. This is a root, right? Your roots, your ancestry. And then we'll go to the crowning. I've been doing this. I've been taking about 9 cards. So this one gets a little long before we jump into the tarot. All right. But these are the oracle messages for the highest good of the Cancer signs. All right, 43, a Midnight Prince. Okay. It's been a while since I read this one. Okay. It says to ask for what you want and be honest. Okay, I see 156, 157, and 43. So maybe on the 3rd of the month, Cancer, Gemini. I also get Aries, Leo, Virgo, and Libra energy. Let me see here. 6, 6, 12, 7, 12, and 7, 13. Denying parts or aspects of self, only wishing to see the good parts of who you are. Taking an attitude of denial, refusing to own all of you, and that's the whole of your beauty and potential. Judging parts of yourself as bad rather than knowing their wisdom. Fear of making a wish. The saying, be careful what you wish for, has been ingrained in you. Thus you are in a stasis and now activating your life plane. Thinking you already know the whole of who you are and seeking wisdom externally rather than from within. Wanting an external wish to be granted, thinking that will make you happier without looking within and deepening your connection to the great song of life. Dismissing the gift of the song as a hardship. Okay, that's the first message. This could be past energy. Now remember, once again, that was on authenticity. Okay, with the light and the darkness and the ancestors. Now this is different in reverse. I'm not sure. Maybe this is wanting to deny certain pieces of your ancestry. Maybe that wasn't so pleasant, wasn't so nice. Okay, I definitely saw some stuff with Empress and Emperor in reverse in your previous messages. Okay, 14 in reverse. 79. I'm also getting potentially when you were younger, a teenager. Okay, also maybe Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, Sag. 79 and 80. Only sticking to people your own age. Knowing little about your older relatives. Mistrusting people who are older than you. Stereotypical thinking and beliefs about older people. Oh, some ageism, eh? Needing to connect with other older people, but feeling cut off from them. Feeling that they are unlike you. Believing that a generational gap is too wide to be bridged or that bloodlines don't matter. Denying your DNA. Wanting to cut yourself off from your family of origin and their history and traditions. Oh, okay. Maybe you just don't vibe. This is just what it's saying, okay? Next we have the path, the secret path, the ley lines, and mystical traditions. A lot of times it's hard because people in our own ancestry, you know, or family or bloodlines and stuff, especially if you feel like you are the person to help with like clearing some of the darker karmic stuff, you don't vibe. But I mean, I understand some of it, but I think we can learn from both generations, elders. I've met many people older than me, my elders, that I don't respect. I'm just going to be real. That I'm kind of pissed off that I look to them for knowledge and wisdom and they lack. But also we can look at the other, that, you know, vice versa. So this is someone who's kind of like only wants to hang out or, you know, staying in your same age bracket. For some reason for me, I don't, and I'm just sharing this as my own personal things, but I've recognized that I always seem to have friends who are older than me. I don't know why. I'm always drawn into people who are older, not in my same group. In fact, most of the people in my same demographic, I don't want nothing to do with. And of course, some of the younger people, I'm just like, oh, I'm too fucking old for this bullshit. But whatever. So, you know, this is all growth and learning. So this is what's being spotlighted. That may be a present, how you feel in this present time. Okay? So think about that as a teenager. Did you like to hang out with your grandpa and grandma? Probably not, right? You like to hang out just with other teenagers, right? Or did you like hanging out with your parents? No. So this is fairly normal, but we need to like also open up to that understanding. Upright, it would be about spending some time with an elder in your life. And maybe you are the elder at this stage. I don't know. I don't know who's tuning in. I don't see it as that way. I'm seeing middle age. We got 43, 44, and 14. Okay, someone could be born in 79 or 80, making you around in your 40s, right? Okay, I'm going to go to 44 now and see what that means in reverse. This is into the future energy. Yeah, I'm also seeing mastery. So this is about mastery. Maybe you are turning 40. This could be fairly specific for someone who is turning 44, or even looking into your future. And where are you going to be in 30 years if you're a teenager, right? Because we have 43, then 44. So this might be like literally for someone turning 44 this year, or something like that. I still see maybe double Cancer signs you're also dealing with. There could be Aries, Leo, Scorpio, Sag, Virgo, 60, 16, 1-6 Capricorn. You may be reluctant to start on your path, refusing to understand your connection to sacred places, feeling like they are irrelevant and not understanding the song of the land and how it is sung in your own blood. Fearful of meaningful pilgrimages and joyful creative play on the journey. Feeling that going uphill is too hard rather than a source of deep riches. Fearing what lies beneath, as you may have experienced fear-based conditioning about what lies under this sacred earth. Confusion and misunderstandings regarding your direction. Feeling alone on your path and uncertain about sharing your path with others or creating magical experiences with others. Okay, those are the first 3 messages. Let's see what's hidden underneath this Midnight Prince, a wishing well. Maybe there was a time, 7-7, 7-5, 7-14, 7-8. Maybe there was a time of, this is about wealth as well, of wishing for certain things, manifesting your expectations, and maybe they didn't come forth, okay? Okay, let's see what's underneath light, the darkness, far, far away. Creative dreaming. Creative daydreaming. Okay, now we see all these are on the up and up. So as we flow through this, and we understand, shimmering. Someone's afraid to shine. 39. Now we have 7:30. Leo. Someone could be 30. 39. I'm also seeing 63 with this. Okay, I did see 39. Ooh, the dark moon's underneath there. Glamour, confidence, allure, and charisma, but it's in reverse. Okay. Once again, this could also represent, this could be for different messages. Okay. Fairy wishes, wishing well. Far, far away, creative daydreaming. And shimmer in reverse. So, that's future energy. All right. Let's begin with the fairy wishing well. Now, this one came through with one of the other signs so far. 58 and 59, 7-13, 7-14. Someone could also be 58, 59. Keep that in mind. I give these also dealing with Taurus, 5-8, 5-9, Leo, Scorpio, Sag. Manifestation, expectation, and offerings. This is a warning not to tell anybody who's harsh against what you're hoping for. People have been making offerings of this fairy wishing well for centuries, perhaps even millennium. But the gold they are leaving her is heavy with their expectations, so much so that her energy is drained as she struggles to undertake the granting of so many wishes. So she must carefully weigh each wish up, taking it in her hands and feel the energy. Those wishes that are for the highest good of all that are made by people with open hearts are granted, though that process can still take time. Those who wish the fairy to hurry up, those who are impatient, who keep questioning her and have a very fixed idea of how their wish must come about, will find their wish is rarely granted. It is not that she does not wish to, it is that she is tired and must have help. So, to make your wish come true, you must assist. Here is how you work your all magic to assist the fairies. Breathe not a word to a harsh and critical person about your wish. You know how I'm getting like a very merry birthday to you? But, and make, so blowing out your candle, the superstition even is you're not supposed to tell anybody what you wished for or it won't come true. Remember. Nurture your wish with practical steps each day. Now, I feel like some of the steps were given to you in the previous message. Okay? With the Bold Tuesday action messages. Face your fears and release them, and then become ready for the wish to be granted. You see, we can sometimes be granted our wishes, often after a great deal of effort from the fairies, and yet we are not ready for that which we thought we wanted more than anything. So our role is to trust, to surrender, to clear the way, and do what needs to be done to be emotionally, spiritually, and physically ready for the wish we have asked to be granted. Also, we can send love and prayers and healing energy to the fairies of the wishing wells. It is significant that many of these sacred places were exorcised by members of the early church, and that the fairies were sometimes driven away. If there is a sacred spring near you or a natural body of water, ask the fairies to come back in. Leave them an offering without expecting anything in return. Then the fairies of these wishing places can return, and all of us, fairy and human, all our magical beings will prosper and be joyful. Build a little fairy shelter at the water's edge. A fairy door will give them a portal through which to enter. 'Tis all in the intent with which you build. Build a wishing well and ask a fairy in. Do not burden them overmuch with wishes. Instead, ask sincerely from the heart and then trust and know the wish will come through in perfect time. The fairies know more about timing than we do. Okay, maybe it is into, July's energy. 7:30 is there. 7/7. Creative daydreaming. All right, far, far away. This could be current energy. I'm going to the 30 card. So, 120 and 121. Those who do not understand, who do not dream awake, will say you are being disruptive, unruly, that you do not care. But you know the truth, that as a dreamer, you have no choice. The dreams come and find you, okay? Look at this. It even speaks of your dreams in the second one, right? Dreams of being of healing, okay? And nurturing. And then even an awakening dream. Maybe you feel like that they don't understand you because they're, a generational gap where they're gonna, and maybe that's the whole thing, is that how do I express this? I'm also paying attention to all these fairies are a little bit different with their wings. Like he's stubborn or something, and this isn't real, or I don't know. And then they just want to squash your creativity, your imagination as well. The youthfulness. She has like ringlet curls. They're all a little different. Okay. Okay, the dreams come and they find you. And that is a good thing, a blessing, not a curse. Pay attention, they say. They look cross and think you are lazy, distracted, not paying well attention. But you are paying attention. A-R-E, okay? I don't know why, but I keep getting, because of the Piscean energy, the Edgar Casey. And he was a sleeping prophet. Maybe you could learn something or study about him. It was about nutrition as well, and tuning into the Akashic records and helping give people guidance for healing. And it is about, I think it's called ARE. It's kind of his little spiritual religious community. Okay. You might be imagining the future. You might be spending time in a glade outside, or battling frost giants, or creating the world's most incredible movie. You might be inventing a machine that can fly between dimensions, and you might be wondering whether it's time to make up with a friend you've had a foolish argument with. So you see, you are paying attention, just not to them. And this work you do when you are far, far away, as this lovely fairy is important and good work. Lots of clever things have been done in this fairy time of far, far away. Scientists have dreamed of formulas that explain how matter moves throughout the universe. Philosophers have conjured up Socrates, who tells them of his daemon, who sneezed once for yes and twice for no. Daemon means spirit, D-A-E-M-O-N, just so you know. Sneezed once for yes and twice for no. And while everyone wants you to pay attention, especially the adults and the teachers and the bankers and the news people who all want you to put your lovely mind and attention on something other than what you are meant to be creating, we, the fairy, think you should pay attention to your dreams. Okay, to your dreams. And they would like you to feel insecure. Oh, yeah. So much so that you would like to stand under a waterfall after being around them. So the other people want you to feel insecure, so that you would feel like to stand under a waterfall just to clear the fog of fear that surrounds them. You need to be far, far away so your imagination can do its work, so you can make up that story, see that painting, fall in love with the way that boy's hair falls into his dark blue eyes. Don't mistake the truth for the facts. What? Okay. Don't mistake the truth for the facts that they want to tell you and fill you up with. Stay far, far away some of the time. The world will be richer, stranger, happier, and more magical for it. Remember, some of your far, far away moments bring you messages from the future. All right. With Shimmer in reverse as this future energy. And we'll see what that has to say. Merlin. Okay. I just saw Merlin. Okay. Shimmer is about your glamour, your confidence. 45, 39. Aries, Cancer, Leo. Virgo and Libra. 46, 47. And Scorpio. You may feel that you do not have the confidence, the energy, or the appearance, or even the image to handle a meeting or an opportunity that will soon arise for you. But the fairy wishes you to know that with the glamour, you can walk amongst any and be their equal. Glamour is not a mask or a disguise, but beneath its protection, we can observe and see what is truly going on without revealing all. You may feel a little less than regarding your appearance and manner in comparison with others you will be spending time with, but know that the enchantment of glamour is yours, that you can work this magical shape-shifting to become your own most magical self. So it is about feeling confident in your physical appearance. So in this future energy, there might be some people you're around that are making you feel a little unsure of yourself. Okay, that's what it's telling me. Okay, let's see what do we have next. The dark moon. Now, the dark moon did come out in another reading. This is about maturation, growing up, introspection, and knowing thyself. 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 6. Huh. Okay, I know you can't see all this. All right, we're going to put the far, far away right here even. The littlest fairy, 20. Okay, kind of knocked it over. And fairy wishing well. The riddle fisher. She's seeking. Okay, stolen in her sleep. 320. Okay, so, and 315. So maybe some Aries, Piscean. 206. Some being 30 or 20. Divination, seeking out and finding answers, but it's in reverse. So I'm going to see what that's saying with those ones. The riddle fisher. All right, and then we're going to move on to the fairy whispers as well as the tarot, incorporating these ones, okay? Cancer signs. I'm going to move the camera back a little bit. All right, so let's see. So this is so interesting as I flow through this. See, it's like someone feeling a little unsure, feeling like you only try and like, not being true authentic self, being fearful of what others might say or think, that was already there, right? Also only really wanting to, feeling like only people in your age range can understand you, which is absolutely not true. But there might be instances where it is. Also, not feeling like you're on the right path or not wanting someone to know, right? But there's an insecurity of your physical appearance, okay? And because people, maybe if you are in this dreaminess or this creativity, maybe some of these people you just haven't found, like, are your true, like, soul team, soulmates. And I noticed both of these. She's, like, hugging her knee, okay? She's kind of, this, see, and I'm, like, sitting here with my hand on my chin like that. But her demeanor looks like she feels small, insignificant, closed off, hugging herself, like making herself even smaller. Okay, what is this riddle fisher in reverse? This is the 6. Whoa, no, it's not. I just opened it up to dark moon. 55. Okay, that's, wow. So that's a future energy. Childlike, though. From 6 to 55. Maybe there's something that needs to be healed from when you were 66. Or dealing with a young child. Because that 55 is that dark moon. That's the final card. Okay, so we're not going to start there. That's the future energy. And it is about maturing, growing up, introspection, and knowing thyself. Okay, the dark moon. Look, this is so crazy because also the black moon came forth. The moon, you guys represent moon. All right, so all of this is interlinking, even with the graffiti. So interesting. Okay, let's go back to also the 3. Divination, seeking out and finding answers. 48, 49. This is not wanting to go there. Avoiding the exploration of emotions due to fear that it will hurt. Mistrust of therapy and processing your emotions. Fear of finding answers to the questions. Denial of the unknown, ignoring psychic hunches and flashes, determination to keep moving in a straight line rather than the circular path, an interest in alternative methods, but no commitment to using them. This is even past energy. So it's almost like someone is wishing for something, but then they're afraid of what they might find. Okay, they're wishing for some healing, wishing for an alternative method, but then not committing to it, okay? Or afraid, not like ignoring, closing down psychic energy of fear of what the others will say or do, okay? 48, 49. Okay, let's go to 20. So it could have even been, as we go back, we could be going clear back into your innocent youth as a 3-year-old and being afraid of sharing or telling, right? Because, that's your, I don't know. And then it goes 7 and making a wish at a wishing well. There's this one song I haven't heard forever. And it's literally called Wishing Well. Writing your name on something. Gosh, I can't remember. It's a really beautiful song though. But somewhere down the line, that whole be careful what you wish for has been ingrained. Because you might just get it. But also, maybe you're not ready for it. Now we have the littlest fairy. Appreciate, maybe some of you are the youngest in your family. And that doesn't have to be for all, clearly. You could be the baby of the family. Or the littlest fairy. 20, 320, and 30. Okay, appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and the small. This is current energy for some of you. $95, 95, and 96. Yeah, so how interesting is that? You could be born in 95, 96. You also be dealing with Virgo, Leo, Sag, Virgo. Yeah. Weird, because 96 did come out in that first one. That was about somebody spreading gossip and rumors, though. Appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and small. Little things matter. Seeds, subatomic particles, fairy rings, and precious things are often very, very small, and they are often overlooked. They go unnoticed or judged ordinary due to their lack of size. But such small things have power, magic, and significance far beyond their size. They are gifts from the world of fairies, and as such, the more you express your gratitude and appreciation for them, the more fairy blessings and magic can enter your life. And those little things are often invisible. So when you draw this card in a reading, be sure to take a look around, both with your physical eyes and with your spirit eye. Have a delicate feel with your fairy fingers. Find what has been given to you, and then give thanks for the little things in your life, the tiny things. Make an offering today for the fairies, a thimble full of milk and honey. Create a little fairy bower. Clear a small section of the garden and let it be wild and free. For in that little area, they feel at home, more so than amidst the order. This fairy here is protecting her sacred toadstool, a section of the fairy ring that is important as any other. So today, be on the alert for small signs coming to you from the fairies. Perhaps a fairy ring has sprung up near your home or in your garden. Protect it and leave an offering near it. Fairies are oftentimes tiny, but they are very strong. They stop roadworks destroying sacred rings. They whisper in the ears of the earth guardians and the wildlife warriors, asking them to protect trees and animals. They, being tiny and often invisible to others, are underestimated and often misunderstood. They are powerful beings, and though some are tiny and appear as little more than a flicker of light from the corner of your eye, or a sense that something just flew behind you, they are strong, wild, and assisting us greatly. Dude, it's like touching the top of my head. That's what I feel. So today, notice what is overlooked. Do something small and know that though your life itself may seem small at times, it is a powerful and magical one. And you too can bring many blessings to both the planet and the soul of nature. The butterfly lives for a short time span, a day. Perfect poems can be small. There are perfect minutes of music, just as there are day-long operas. Sometimes there is something exquisite in scaling down what we do and creating something precious and shining and getting closer. So what can be reduced in your life, and know that it will shine the brighter for this seeming reduction. This is about modesty, a deliciously small sense of scale, miniatures, natural beauties that may only last a few minutes, dew on the grass, a rainbow in a crystal, a brief and gentle breeze on a warm summer's day, a reflection on a water, a delicious strawberry and a flower in bloom, a light moving on the periphery of your vision, signifying fairy contact. All these little things are precious. Today, make an offering and give thanks for a small treasure within your life. Be generous in your appreciation. Keep things small and beautiful. Something needs to be in miniature to be at the right size. Oh, see, I love all these little minis. That's why I bring those in. Those little minis, the little mini camera. Something needs to be miniature. Do not criticize something, a gentle tendril of a new plant pushing through soil, for not being large in size yet. Break down a task into smaller components and take baby steps. Give thanks for each step along the way, and know that over the magic of time, small things grow. Know that some things are better for being small. They're not meant to become big. Like my channel. I'm gonna like my channel. I am so grateful for all of you who tuned into this. It is slowly but surely growing, and and there's times where I feel like I am like a thimble in the ocean of this world and all of the information, and I think of that often. But I started also, I maybe had like 10 people I knew. Maybe in the beginning. So I just do it. I put it out there. And sometimes I'm like, why am I doing this? What's the point? But at the same time, like, well, I enjoy doing it. So here I am, continuing on and sharing with you. So once again, thank you guys all. And I hope you enjoy this. I think this is beautiful, especially for April. Especially if you tune in with the Fae and the fairies, making little fairy houses and stuff like that, and seeing all these little tiny beautiful things. That's so interesting because it brings in this Virgo energy, which to me is looking at the tiny little details, right? And so the band Blink-182 and all the small things. All right, there you go. It even said the same thing about regarding friendships and stuff and wanting to have a whole bunch. And like she said, but then you don't have the discernment, because with a lot of people comes the frenemies or the gossiping and the finger pointing and diddy-doo. And so I always think, quality over quantity. Although when I talk about that, I look at all the different shit I have. So, I mean, whatever, to each his own. Because I have a lot of oracles and stuff like this too. But this is I'm enjoying it. And I hope you are as well. Okay, let's see. Let me finish it up. Okay, do not criticize something. Okay, and give thanks for each small step along the way. So this, to me, also mentions about breaking down tasks into smaller components and taking baby steps. So if you have this giant goal or this giant dream, then then you have to break it down. Or even if you have a giant chore, like, getting your entire house in order or something, you got to break it down, okay? And start one task at a time. The same, like, this reminds me of the same book called Eat That Frog or something. And it's talking about, same thing with the cake. You can't eat the whole cake or the whole thing in one bite. Take a bite at a time. Okay, some things are not meant to become big. They are tiny and they are treasures, being pushed to make something bigger, louder, and more noticeable. Small is the way to go for now. Look closer and at the details. Understand the power of gratitude in terms of growth, and know your life is in some ways small and very precious because of this. And there's so many things that we think of, because a lot of people are about growth and growth and growth. And I've shared this before, Cancer signs, because just your One of the biggest fears for people is actually your zodiac name, Cancer. Do you know how much fear? And so in that terminology, that's something that we would want to, you know, to minimize, to remove, right? In one sense, that's the way people would look at that. And knowing thyself. The dark moon. All right, let's move on. Know your life is some way small and very precious because of this. 97. Maybe something about those years even. Or 9-7 Virgo. I get Libra, Virgo, Sag energy. Maybe Leo as well. Now let's move on to this number 6 card. That's the final message from the wisdom, the wild wisdom of the fairy oracle for you guys. Knowing thyself, dark moon, maturation, growing up, introspection, and knowing thyself. Now, dark moon came in reverse for one of the other signs. 55, like I said, and 56. This fairy being seems shrouded in deep contemplation. Crooked in the cradle of a darkening moon from the northern hemisphere perspective. A dark air of regret swirls about her. This sad being represents the darkening, the time when we self-assess, and like her, grapple with understanding our response to a real test. She feels withdrawn, very young, very childlike, raw and untried. This is no failure of hers. She is facing the sadness that can lie within, asking the difficult questions. On her head curl the horns of the ram. You guys have the ram there too, showing she is a fiery being. Oh, one who has been brave and headstrong, and who for a time has stepped back to unfamiliar territory. That of the questioning of self. She is one of the few of her kind left, and her dilemma is that of feeling isolated and windowed out. Oh, this makes me think of the last of the unicorn. Pete, a pet. Okay. Also the Aries energy, the ram. She faces a quiet kind of extinction, and knows that whatever she chooses to do now will determine her fate. And so she takes this time to ponder and to sit and to understand before acting. She is both masculine and feminine. Her horns indicating many years of being on the earth, as they are mature, thick, and heavily curling. She has survived on little over the years and asked only to keep going, but now it seems she faces a real threat, and she must take steps to not only survive herself, but to ensure that those like her continue on. 55. From this dark time of deep contemplation, she will emerge and come out again into the world with strength, determination, and knowledge. She will flourish again, but for now, it is a time of the dark night of the soul, and it is necessary and good, for of it wisdom will be born, and her kind will live wild and free once again. No way. 56. Interestingly, this can be interpreted as a menopausal card for women, or one of seeming bad news, bring about the change, as their moon times move to darkening. It is a time for understanding the frailties of the self and understanding the wisdom your years on this earth have taught you. Knowing that there is nothing that can be done at this time. Knowing that you need to understand where you are responsible for the current situation. Learning and taking ownership of responsibilities will create freedom and new opportunities. Move through this and feel renewed, alive, and as though your own personal evolution is finally underway. It will never be too late. The tests and the subsequent wisdom make this life here so worthwhile and will create your beautiful legacy for generations to come. You will rise up from this as the phoenix is reborn from the ashes, just as the moon will wax and grow full once again. Have hope, but do spend some time in contemplation. So, with that being said, those are your messages from the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle, Cancer signs. Beautiful messages. I hope you've enjoyed. We're going to move this down. I'm going to get some fairy whispers and move on to the tarot. So that final card is about that introspection, a dark night of the soul. Look, even that rejection, right? Feeling rejected. Look, she even has both these horns. To me, this also makes me think of Capricorn energy. Underneath there, the unicorn and the maiden. Okay. I'm going to move these down just so they can be seen. I need to make space here. Okay. Okay. All right, kitty. Maybe that's not someone's name. All right, kitty. And the bells. Silver bells. Okay. We're going to jump into, look at this beautiful mushroom. This one is purple fluorite. It's crystal clear. Crystal clear. All right, 1:25 on the clock. As we get some beautiful fairy messages to finish off this oracle messages. And then, tarot. Stand up. Stand. There we go. Okay, fairy whispers. Oh, I almost burped, dude. Underneath there, we have fairy time. Fairy time differs to human clock time. Connect with us, and we will weave more hours into a joyous day, diminish the length of the sad times, and always make time for what you must do. All right, what's on time? 1:26. Okay, yeah. Maybe there is more Aquarius energy. Like, that's what I'm saying. And fairy healing. Oh my, so much. We bring healing to those who respect the land and its wisdom. Delight in the blessings of the earth, and we will tend to you with reverence. The answer lies in the love of the earth. So staying connected. Earth, maybe even an earth energy. Okay. Healing. And having more time. Diminishing sad times and bringing and extending joyous times. Okay, let's just get a few fairy whispers for the Cancer signs who are tuning in to this message. All right, let's take those ones. You belong. At times you have felt you do not belong in this world, as if your life is a strange dream, magical one. We assure you the world has a place for you. You belong. 1, 2, 3. A strange dream. A child can see. Do you remember when you were a child? We came to you, riding dragonflies and dancing on dewdrops. It was no playtime, for imagination is truth. And never forget that we are your lifelong friends. Light in the darkness. Fairy gardens, the secret path. Plant herbs and flowers, and we fairies will share our magic. We're grateful when you help the green world. As you tend your garden, you will be blessed with the wisdom you seek. They'll whisper it to you while you're out. And then fairy joy. You worry so sweet one, about being good, polite, even proper. Heed our message. You were born to have fun and take pleasure in this life. Enjoy yourself. This is a fairy command. Far, far away. Let's just take those. Underneath there, everywhere fairies. Everywhere. Dude, that one song by Fleetwood Mac, and everywhere. That one was coming through. I forgot to tell the Geminis. I say your name everywhere. That's written by Christine or something like that. We are the fairies of the streets, the city streets, ensuring daisies crack the pavements. We are the fairies of the forest, guarding the groves. We are ever surprising, always defying definition. Just like you, human child. We're everywhere. All right. Now, selenite. And we're going to jump into some Mystic Fairy Tarot. I'm going to grab a stack. We have the Emperor coming through. The boss. The masculine energy. This can be you. I see. It feels so weird. Like, I kind of feel like dudes don't watch this. This is like a girly thing, you guys. Well, whatever. I hope you do. And I hope you enjoy it too. Look, and he has the horns. How weird. The ram. My ears are ringing. So this also can represent, of course, the boss, father, divine masculine, emperor. Okay, this could be a husband or a father figure. Okay, depends on who you are. This could represent you. So being the leader, he has a shield. The dark moon, wishing well. Maybe wishing for this person to be healed. They're upright. So we have a new dynamic here, okay? A lot of healing, okay? Now we have the Knave of Cups. Dude, the Knave of Cups came through with the tulip. Look, we have a little mermaid. This is a child, innocence, far, far away. Unconditional love. The lotus flower and the lily pad. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to grab the whole deck because we're splitting only into threes. So that ending is going to be the big one. A Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm feeling codependent financially, right? Maybe not single. Okay, but this is feeling codependent financially on someone else. So even as a child, feels codependent financially on a parent, a father, a mother. 4-9. Aries. Or someone being 49. This child could be 4 or 9. Weird. Okay? Inner child work even. That's what some of this is about. Understand? Oh, why do we need to do this too? So we can remember. So we can be kind and compassionate to our own children. Teach them to be loving, kind, compassionate. Be their unique, authentic selves. So they don't have to do this fucking inner child work. They're already whole, healed, and happy. And they know how to navigate rough times. Okay, we have the Emperor coming in. This is someone from your past. Okay, this could be past energy. I don't know who this is for you. I mean, it could be represent you. 42. And 29, 429, Taurus or Aries energy potentially. Okay, the littlest fairy. Look, we have the littlest fairy, the youngest. Whoever your youngest is, if you have children. This is making a decision and taking the action. Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. I think this is also being wise. Someone might have been, younger energy, made a mistake along the path. They could have went to jail. I'm just saying. Okay. Knight of Wands energy is sometimes, and this looks like a feminine running around. This could be the dark night of the soul. Someone reflecting on who they used to be as a teenager even. Okay? That did making some bad choices and literally even going to jail. Oh, weird. 2/26, 2006. Okay. Someone is at a crossroads taking action a certain way. And then they made a choice and a decision. And it led them to jail. A judgment. Okay. The final judgment call. Feeling like somebody didn't belong. Okay. Isolating. Judgment in reverse is someone not having an awakening. Okay, not getting a second chance. Or feeling like they're being found guilty. Okay, what is this? Magical Prince. 420. Something going on. Okay. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So 420 again and 24. 424. I'm also seeing someone being kind, generous, and giving finances, or someone letting something go. Maybe sometimes this is about overspending. But I also see this as no longer hoarding money or holding on. This is letting something go. Okay. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Someone else giving money because someone couldn't pay their debts. Someone feeling like there was favoritism. It's almost like another person is constantly draining the income because they're constantly in trouble with legal shit, to where a parent or an emperor, a father, a grandfather is always having to give money to this one person, where the others are handling their own, but it feels like favoritism. Six of Pentacles, also someone being, maybe they overspent and they didn't pay their debts. This is weird. Huh. Someone did something immature. 46. Ah. High Priestess in reverse. So someone did not trust their intuition about something. This is also dealing with this person. So this Emperor could have been dealing with a feminine who acted religious or spiritual. Okay, they're not divine counterparts. They're truly not. But somehow this person may have been getting guidance. Could have been another reader or a feminine who acts like they're religious or spiritual. Okay, but they're not truly divinely guided. Okay, they may talk about Jesus. They may talk about, I don't know. This is someone who didn't trust their intuition, that this person was probably a scam artist or something. This is also a person who shares personal information with others. High Priestess in reverse. 24. She'd be young. 22. No way. 222. The youngest. Someone took action thinking, telling someone that this is their soulmate. Someone thought that this person was a soulmate. Some fake high priestess telling people that this is their soulmate. And then they did something stupid. Now someone's reflecting on this, realizing they were duped because they weren't trusting themselves. They were trusting some other person who was a fake high priestess. Okay, we have soulmate. 22. 222. Pisces. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah. This is the reflecting. Maybe you recognize how you betrayed others. I'm just going to say. Knight of Wands, or that you were betrayed. Because this is Ten of Swords, 210. Aquarian. When you were young, even. Okay, Ten of Swords is in reverse, though, with this Knight of Wands in reverse. So this is also being played, being a player, being a betrayer, but it's in reverse, meaning it's over. But someone is doing some this know yourself as your shadow energy that somebody was trying to pretend didn't exist, like they're acting all fucking innocent. 610, Gemini too. 9-6. Something, maybe it happened back in 96, or this is, I don't know. 9-10, Virgo. Ten of Swords right there. But this is, once again, growing up, introspecting, knowing yourself. This person feels like they've been through a lot of betrayals. You or them. You could also be part of the betrayal. Right? We all can make mistakes. 220, 5-2, 52, 5 of Pentacles. Right? Someone was betrayed. Someone got kicked out. They could have went to jail. It could have made oh, wow. 10-5. A huge financial loss. Someone could have, this is also not having an awakening, not getting a second chance. This is someone pushed away in a financial loss. Dude, imagine legal issues. 520, 54, someone could be 54. Taurus energy, something could happen during that time. 43 as well. And 25. Yeah. Maybe even overspending, overindulging. Also not celebrating. This can be over-celebrating, overindulging. 54, 53. Okay, 3 of Cups in reverse with this 4 of Pentacles. This is letting something go, not having a reconciliation, a party, a celebration. This could be letting go of a friend because you're seeing maybe they're not their betrayer, okay, or they were backstabbing, okay, or they have some legal issues. This could just be making a final judgment call, right? On this person and closing the door, pushing them away. Okay, or they're having a lot of financial issues, financial struggles, and it could have to do with them making bad choices in their life and having legal shit, jail time. Maybe them going to jail also, it takes away an opportunity of you ever like reconciling or getting back together with this person, or this could just be a friendship. 24, 23, someone when you were younger. We have the Star upright. So someone is trying to be hopeful and optimistic into this future. 1017. All right, we have the Aquarian energy. Okay, the Star. Okay, even though someone can't pay all their debts, right? Or someone isn't very generous, still trying to be hopeful and optimistic. The Knight of Cups, and trying to still be understanding, compassionate. It could have been that this person is someone who's seen in the spotlight, portraying themselves as spiritual, religious, okay? Someone could be trying to give a romantic offer, be loving. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like a High Priestess comes off like like a Queen of Swords in reverse, dude. She like acts like she fucking floats on air and la la la, that she's so perfect, but no one's perfect. That's her front. That's her fake front. But there is this romantic love offer coming in. Okay. Always saying, I love you. Love is the highest. Love, love, love. Love. God bless you. La, 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 la. Oh, making you feel like they're a soulmate, or this other person is a soulmate. You do have this younger soulmate though. Connecting. All right, 9 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so someone is feeling like they're laying down their defenses. They don't have to be on high defense to protect themselves. A soulmate energy, you shouldn't feel that way. Like you got to walk on eggshells. Someone wanted someone to lay their defenses down and think someone is a soulmate, and maybe they truly are. Because I'm also seeing someone like seeing these little things, these little details. The mermaids coming in, so much mermaid for you. Okay. And then we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so it's also this future energy and that dark night of the soul is also realizing that this is healing from feeling betrayed and backstabbed. You know, this person saw you as competition, fighting. They could have wanted to harm somebody. Okay, physical altercation. This just could have been some young, because if all these were upright, this is reflecting on it, right? There's Virgo energy again. Look, this is Knight of Wands taking action, warrior energy. You know, this is also non-committal, young player, run around. Okay, someone taking action to betray someone, to finalize it. Okay, and compete and fight. This is like wanting physical altercation. and going to fucking jail for violence. In reverse, this is over with. This is over with. There's no more fighting, no more competing. This is healing it, letting it go. This is part of the dark night of the soul. Reflecting. Someone could have been a bully. 7 of Cups in reverse. So no longer looking at options being an illusion. Getting clarity. This person, like, maybe you're recognizing, maybe you're remembering, and it's not you, but it's this other person, okay, that you're realizing is not your friend. They're not your person, okay? They want to harm others. They're a betrayer. And maybe they're coming back around. There's a reason why they have financial debts. Okay, judgment call, judgment, 10-10, 7-5, 7-3, Cancer signs. Getting clarity. No longer looking at options. This person is not an option. Okay, or they're out of options, okay? Yeah, they're trapped. They're caught. You can't have any, there's no more reconciling with this person. I don't know who this is, but it looks like they're in some type of prison or jail, mental hospital or prison. Because they made bad decisions. They broke laws. They hurt people. They steal, lie, cheat, something. Not mentally right. Because the next one shows there's no reconciliation with this person. Maybe you've had to let it go. Maybe you helped them with some legal stuff. Or they helped you. 43 and 34. 7-8. Because someone is caught. Stuck in their head. This third party. They could have been part of your like duo, like 3. Just the 3 of you. And they were actually a really bad influence or something. They would, or vice versa. I don't know, guys. I figure what the cards are saying is that we all have to take accountability when we do stupid shit. And this is reflecting on how that could be you. That could be you in jail or in a mental prison. This person's not mentally okay. They're stuck and trapped. 8-17. 8-8. Yeah, I think even you might receive this communication. Maybe this is going to help someone not feel on high defense. You know, like to be able to sleep easy. But someone has taken action to communicate this. This is coming in. This person is caught. They're stuck. They're trapped in their own thoughts, in their own head. Okay? No second chances, not having an awakening. Oh my gosh, even a coma or something. I don't know. The communication could be coming in from an Aquarian person or a Leo or during that time. They're coming to somebody hoping, asking for hope, wishing. You know, the Star, 8 of Wands. Wow, we have a King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so this could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine. Very overly analytical, judgmental, very critical, cursing and cussing. This could be a lying lawyer, counsel. I don't know. You're dealing with the King of Swords in reverse is very cold, very cruel, manipulative, liar. Okay? I don't know who this is. I brought up a lot of Aquarian energies. Could be Gemini or Libra. I don't know. Regardless, it is masculine. I keep gender specific. This is not a father. This is not a grandfather. Right? This isn't a boss. This is someone else. A brother, brother-in-law, family, legal counsel who's a liar. Who's angry. He's probably working together with this High Priestess in reverse. Okay? 3 of Wands in reverse. You're done waiting. Maybe they were always telling you to wait for your soulmate. Your soulmate is coming. 39, 39 Pisces, 93. No longer waiting. No longer wanting to feel on high defense like you got to protect yourself. Okay? This is what someone's wishing. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want it to be backstabbed and betrayed. I want to feel supported and loved. So you have 10 of Cups coming in. This is what's love. Whether it be family or friends. These are other people in your energy. Whether they are family members or acquaintances, friends, they're not. That's the whole thing of deciphering karmic relationships. Maybe they should be, but they're not. So this dark night of soul is bringing forth, no competition, no physical altercations. It's a completion, an ending of that, those hard times. There's love and support. 35, 310, 35. This person over here is still going to argue and bicker and battle, okay? Because you made a judgment call or they're going to jail. They're going to lie their fucking ass off here, okay? You're not in an illusion. They're mad because they've been pushed away and they're in a financial lack, probably legal issues. They're trapped. They're stuck. 58, 51. They could be those ages even. I don't know where you are. Someone has new passion. Maybe they got caught doing something with their wand. I don't know. Feeling trapped and stuck. Someone gave someone money. Oh my. Or overspent. Someone could have been giving a third party some money. Okay, now they're caught. Or for some legal stuff. We have new ambition. Creativity. The wand. Okay, then there's going to be fast communication, fast action. Once this comes forth, it's like this energy is coming forth, okay? This new passion is going to be inspiring hope, optimism, healing, unconditional love. See, even there's this child energy, this innocence, and there's still unconditional love, even though they're speaking cruelly, okay? And unkind. Knave of Cups. Even feeling unvictorious. Little and small. Oh, for some of you, it is a Gemini. Because the Magician in reverse with this betrayal. Someone feels like they're unable to create and manifest what they're hoping for. Okay? With their words. Because they're gaslighting. They're arguing. Someone is feeling like someone is done waiting, okay? Even walking away, not worth the fight, not worth the battle. They're not going to be victorious. This person also feels like they don't have what it takes to create a beautiful, happy life with this person. Like, these people are not happy. There's no love. There's no joy. There's no bliss. Magician in reverse. They were wishing bad for someone. And that's recognizing it. With that 10 of Swords, maybe this support is helping somebody see that this person did not have someone's back. They don't wish bad. They don't wish good for them. That's the ending of a cycle. 121, so also Aquarius, and 6-1 Gemini, or someone could be that age. This is the completion of the cycle because it's like it's over with, and they still want to argue. Okay, even though someone's made a final judgment call, this person is not having an awakening, okay? They're being found guilty, okay? They've been pushed away. They're in a huge financial lack. That's clarity, not looking at options. Why they still want to sit and fucking argue, even though the cycle's done, okay? And you're having a whole new world. Once it's like this person has to fucking go to jail for you to finally feel like you can have new passion somewhere, new creativity, okay? Yeah, no way. And the Knave of Wands, the Knave of Swords, so you still have someone that is trying to smear campaign, gossip, okay? Maybe saying that you're crazy, I don't know, or say something about your lust, your passion, your creativity. This is still somebody who's watching, stalking, and smear campaigning. Watching you. Okay, this could definitely be someone from your friends group. So I don't know who this is, but that was a warning that there is someone in your friends group. You may have been generous and gave money even, help this person out. 43. 21, yeah, 43 is real spotlighted. That's your age or their age? I don't know. Or you helped them during that time? Maybe an Aquarius even? I don't know. Or you're letting go of this idea of getting together. This is sometimes someone who overindulges, wants to just party. Like, they want to just party. And I feel like they got caught or trapped. Or they're keeping someone stuck in fear about their passion, about their creativity. They're doing something, and this could be about a weird sexual thing even, or they're talking shit about your creativity, your passions, right? Because we still have that stalker energy, but now this is gossiping. Watching you on your new journeys, if you're traveling. The tower's coming in. The communication, that's a tower. That's abrupt ending, unexpected. That's whatever. Someone bring in tower energy. The star. 44. This person can't pay their debts back, or they never pay something back. There's favoritism. They're not kind. They're not generous. They're not giving. All right, the communication, someone taking action quickly, and whatever communication or action is taken is going to create this tower moment. That's lightning. That's even the Uranus energy, the Aquarian and Scorpio energy. 14, 44, 4 of Wands. So this is someone that's in your home or your family, or they've been in your home. It could be a roommate, a brother, a sibling, I don't know, cousin, neighbor. Okay, but there's still this unconditional love because you have the Knave of Cups. So, look, they're actually enjoying. See, that's the thing. It's like this child doesn't even recognize, like, they're innocent. They don't even understand that this behavior is wrong. You know? This is taking action around your home, roots, stability. Okay, this person, Knave of Wands, is feeling very unvictorious. They lack ambition. They lack drive. They're impulsive. They're impatient. Now we have the Page of Wands, like fire energy, impulsive. Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Remember, so I saw a lot. Leo, Sag, Aries, whatever. This person is trying to do something. She's angry. She's a drama queen. She lacks the ability to manifest, to truly manifest something. So she's actually in that energy. She's trying to use lust. She's trying to be seen. She's trying to cause drama. She could definitely be a backstabber. She could have Gemini in her chart. In her chart. Ooh, gross. Okay. In her chart. This is often the lusty lady, right? Is she the lusty lady who needs some attention? Wow, and justice. She's trying to cause a scene. Okay? And she lacks something. So that's why she's angry. How about class? Okay. Justice is upright. Wow. 11/21. Scorpio Sag energy. We also have Libra energy, though. Things will be fair and balanced. The cycle's over. It's what's fair. This person has done something and they belong in jail, okay? Or to make a judgment call on them. That's what is right and fair. They've done something wrong. They've done something that's despicable, okay? That's harmful to others. They were wishing bad upon a person. Now, in your other video, the Leo energy came out, okay? And Sag was in reverse too. But it doesn't have to be a fire sign. I try and help give you clarity and guidance. This energy is someone who lacks true ability to manifest a beautiful life and be happy. She's in negative energy. She's a drama queen. She's going to use lust. She can often be a dark witch in that energy. Queen of Wands and Magician in reverse is someone who's doing some weird dark spells, sex magic, blood magic, prostitute. For reals, like thinking that's how they're gonna make it or how they're gonna manipulate. And in the beginning, you had the promiscuous girl. Nine of Cups in reverse, yeah. So whoever is doing this smear campaigning, this watching, gossiping, maybe they are very lusty or they're talking about all the people that they've been with. You know, this is a type of, like thinking that it's like cool. I don't know. Or they're talking shit about somebody's creativity, okay, or their sex stuff. Like, this person could be messing around with like sleeping with people in jail. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Like a prison guard or other inmates. Like, or this just has to do with creativity and saying that somebody is nuts or they're crazy. Okay, it's someone from your friends group that you're not, that's been to jail, okay? Or maybe they are in jail now. I don't know. Maybe a lower time in your life you hung out with these trifling hoes. That's what she is. Dude, there was... She's not getting what she's wishing for. Because she's wishing bad. She has bad intention in her heart. She's not honest, truthful, for the highest good of all. And I'm saying it's a she. Could be they work together. High Priestess in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. Different people. We have Three of Pentacles upright. So this communication, this action, this information that comes through is going to create a tower moment, right? For someone who is seen in the spotlight. Because that's finding out the smearing, the lying, okay? And there is these people you can work with. This is collaborating, working with these other people who are part of your soul team. This may be someone that's in your family, like acting like they care. I don't know. We have Queen of Cups upright, okay? Cancer sign. In the Mermaid. The Mermaids. And Ace of Cups. Next. Yay. After this. All right, in your home. So this can also be somebody that, you know, hanging out in your home. This can represent you, Cancers or Scorpio or Pisces, feminine. All right, taking action around the home, reinvigorating love, having self-love, new love and energy coming forth. All right, and this, after this healing is done, and this person needs healing. This Queen of Wands in reverse, she probably stays up all night. She could have some addiction issues, okay? Usually there's something empty and broken when someone needs something like that. Usually drugs are involved too, you know? This person needs to rest. They could be on some, you know, crystal or meth or I don't know, some amphetamines. Doing some whacked out shit, dude. You have no power here. Four of Swords. We wish the best, that you will find hope. We wish for healing for you, Queen of Wandsies, okay? All right. See the error in your ways. 14. Maybe she's messing around with teenagers even, or she been in like that. I'm just 1-4 Capricorn, 1-9 Capricorn. 93 Virgo. 9 of Swords in reverse. Yay. No longer feeling full of anxiety, fear. That's what I'm telling you. Finally being able to sleep easy. Once this justice has prevailed, to me, this is actually someone finally, they are being found guilty for something they've done. So that means they've done something serious to break the law. God's law, man's law. Sometimes they are the same, aren't they? Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. Wishing ill upon other. That's someone keeping someone in fear, anxiety, nightmares. And finally, no longer. 9/11. Knight of Pentacles. 9/9. This is also a completion. Someone could be born in 99 or 9/9 Virgo. I do have some Virgo energy. We have Knight of Pentacles. So this is the slowest moving night. So patience is important. Something good is coming in. Okay, this person is not getting what they were wishing for. Okay, their smear campaign, their gossiping, their slander is not going to work. They're trying to learn information and they're not seeing it. They're not getting. Okay. This can also remind you that maybe it won't come in the form you were hoping, but something good is coming in. This could be about getting together and having a lunch or a dinner or something and talking it out. Someone paying for something, you know, bringing you a gift. This is something material that you can hold. Okay. And then even bringing something in, and then it's part of your creativity. Part of something you do. You know, it could be something new. It could be like a new crystal, a new book, or something that you incorporate into your creativity, that you can collab with, right? Two of Swords, that helps. So there was maybe a time of wondering, dreaming about these things far, far away, planning, and a little unsure, because this is indecision. But now I see it as finally, whatever comes in, it gives you that clarity. Okay, that you've been waiting for. It was like that missing piece. We do still have that Nine of Pentacles in reverse, so it could still be this somebody is not single, all right? Or they're codependent financially on others, right? Working towards this. Four of Cups in reverse. So this new love energy, something new you're going to love, or it could be romantic even. I don't know. We got a Queen of Swords upright too. Okay, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Speaking the truth, come through the bullshit, detaching emotionally, not letting that shit bother, speaking honestly, okay? Whatever it is, it's going to help you, you know, come out of regrets, boredom, apathy. It's something you're going to love, okay? It's going to fill your cup. You're going to feel great, you know? It's going to help with you to heal also. 44. Queen of Swords upright. Okay, that good. And Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so we got a lot of different feminine energies coming together. Okay, to help with this. All right, it could be different for different Cancer signs tuning in. She could be, you know, she's just a label, you know, giving you counsel, think things through logically. She can be a neutral party in this, helping someone do some healing work and speaking the truth. Like, sorry, lady. You break laws, vows, contracts, commitments. You're sick. You have illness. Okay? Queen of Pentacles is going to help with finances, luxury. Right? No longer feeling anxiety, fear, justice. She's wise with her finances and money. She lives a beautiful life. She's a wonderful nurturer. Okay? Be patient. She could be coming in, taking a little... Okay, over here, it's even be patient. 10 of Pentacles in reverse and this one. Right? This person is wishing... They could have been trying to get someone's inheritance, their land, their property, their money. But this is in reverse in this time. Person is not getting what they were wishing for. See, they're trying to point fingers, smear campaign, learn. They're trying to steal someone's creativity or mimic them or something. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So patience is a virtue. It takes a while to build to this. So even it's like maybe somebody's not quite there. That's okay. Someone's younger. It takes a while to get to that. Maybe wanting to own property, own land. Now in your other video, you guys did have this, Queen of Cups. So regardless, maybe this is letting some of that stuff go. I just see like someone was hoping to get that from somebody. Right, okay, and now we have, it's also about something coming in about helping you with your creativity and collaboration, about your skills, making finances, making wise business choices, business deals, and patience again, about focus on the future, planting your seeds, doing the work. 10-7, 10-2. So some Libra energy coming for 4-10 there again. 94, 9-4. We have someone, the Hanged Man, which is that Virgo Pisces energy. I see it as somebody, so this could definitely be some Virgo energy. Okay, I'm really happy that she's not in reverse. Could be Taurus, Capricorn as well, right? It's that Earth energy. 12-9 Sag as well. That could be a Sag. 12-4, I don't know. But the Hanged Fae is seeing a whole different perspective here. Looking at both sides of the issues. Someone is getting stopped to kind of look and understand. Maybe someone's stopping somebody because they're like, hey, this person is not a single person. And they're promiscuous. They are flirtatious with everybody. They sleep around with everybody, because that was spotlighted. And that's a warning. All right, someone's shining light on what brings you happiness. 12-19, 12-4, even a Sag. Okay, we have happiness, joy, light. The Sun, the Leo energy. 6 of Cups in reverse. So, okay, as we move forward, Queen of Swords even speaking the truth that this person needs to do some healing, inner child healing, or stuff from her past. Maybe she has some daddy issues. Just gonna. And this is someone that you've known for a long time, that you have this weird karmic thing with, and these memories are coming back up about this person betraying you. Maybe this is a friend who is messing with your person, or someone in your family. They're not your fucking friend. Okay? Okay, Bunny McHoney? She not your friend, Bunny. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I don't know who that is. She like to dance topless, and any cock will do. That's what I fucking said it. I said it. She don't care as long as you got some money and she getting some attention. I'm saying it. That's the past. That's someone. Maybe this is who you were in the past. And I'm triggering your deep inner woundings. I don't know. I doubt it, but I don't see that. But maybe you were messing around with somebody like that at one point. A 6-year-old? What the fuck? Because I just see the 6 again. And the 6. 10-6. Libra. Okay, this Queen of Pentacles has good karma, good fortune. She's on the up and up. She follows rules. She's not a lawbreaker. She's not gonna bend and steal and twist. That's why she got good fortune, good karma. I like it. That's good. I like this. 12-10. She could still even be a Sag coming forth, or you could be. 12-10 again. Weird. And 10-10. So someone else who isn't getting what they were wishing for is very sad and depressed, because they're crying because they didn't get the land, the legacy, inheritance, property. They didn't get some monies. Okay, their lies and their deception. So now they're going to try and cry about it. Okay, this is where you had the other person in the beginning. Emotional manipulator playing a fucking victim. She's doing this she put on a fucking show. right? Oh, yeah, she is, because Seven of Swords. Five of Cups, Seven of Swords. She's lying. She's been stealing, okay? She doesn't want people to know that she's a thief, a manipulator, and a fucking liar. So she's acting like I'm depressed and sad about this. She may have been trying to steal somebody's investments, okay? Like their work, their creativity, their collaborations, like, like she's looking at someone's like life insurance, their 401k, their whatever, retirement. Oh, stealing, thieving. You still don't, they still haven't completely been caught. That's why they're emotionally manipulating. Oh, this is about someone's work. I'm telling you. This is someone embezzling. Eight of Pentacles. Someone needs to do a deeper dive, look at both sides of this work situation. This is definitely something about your work or something about someone you work with. Yeah. 8-19 and 8-10, Leo energy. 8-10 is there twice. Okay, I don't know. All right, we have 10 of Wands. So someone was carrying a heavy burden, doing all the work. 10-19, Libra. The Lovers in reverse. So this is a person, oh, Six of Cups in reverse. This is somebody that maybe you met him when you were really young. Maybe it was just like a boyfriend, girlfriend relationship, but she was very promiscuous. I don't know. I doubt that there was like marriage or children involved. I don't know. But that's not love. There's disconnect. There's bad memories of this person. Wow. And these are things maybe that's being healed. Remembering these things, feeling betrayed, dealing with a promiscuous feminine. I don't care, same sex. It doesn't even matter. Like, you can be a woman and you had a friend or someone in your family member or something like that was a fucking whore. That's what you are. You're a snatch. And where it says unconditional love for all and blah, 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 I can't. Like, I'm going to call it what it is. It's a cheating fucking whore that you shouldn't fucking trust. Mistress, bitch, dark witch, shake your shit. And good luck finding happiness and love, because all you care about is some money at that point and sex, and there's no love there. Disconnect. Lovers in reverse. This is someone that you were with before or you had a relationship with, and there's bad memories, and they might be coming forth to be healed. This is the Gemini energy again. Cancer sign. 10-6. Libra, 10-6. Some of you can, that's your father. Huh? Messing with those types of ladies. Huh? All right. Someone feels like don't take action. Don't go towards them. Don't make this trip. Okay, maybe they're trying to get someone to move towards them, or saying that they're sad, they're depressed, they're in need. They're trying to do the damsel in distress thing to get you to move towards them. 7-10, 7-5, 8-10. This is Queen of Pentacles, like trying to give you advice about, and she has good karma, so she could be definitely a soulmate giving you good advice. Saying, don't buy this trip. Don't buy this car. Don't take this move, okay? Don't move towards this person. No reconciliation. Don't hang out with these people. They're bad news. Bad news bears. If you involve yourself with this, and also it could be this person now cannot travel, cannot move towards you. They could have lost their car. They could have lost their ability to move. Jail. They're trapped. They could be another Cancer sign. They could have issues with vehicles, cars. Six of Swords in reverse with this. Dude, yeah, this person cannot move. They are trapped and stuck. And they're sad and depressed. Oh, because they're being caught and found out. 76 and 75, 7675. Dude, yeah. They're not getting the property, the land, the inheritance. See, imagine this. Let's talk about this as well. So, so then you get the mistress woman, okay? That's what she is. Going like, oh, well, this person has a lot of money, so I'm going to try and get pregnant or marry them so that when they die, I can get their inheritance. Yeah. No, thank you. Seven of Wands in reverse, no longer defending this person, protecting. 76, 76, and 67, right? They have no defense. They are a thief and a liar. So hopefully that's giving you clarity of who this is. This is warning you. This person's still stealing. They're still a liar and a thief. Okay, and they're coming towards somebody that they see shining, glowing, happy, optimistic, okay, to try and steal something from them. Their abundance, their creativity, trying to steal. 717. Whoa, I have 7, 7, 7, 7. 7, Chariot. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands in reverse. And 6, 17. No longer defending or blocking this person. Okay, no longer feeling defensive. I feel like the defense is down because this person either is going to a mental prison, a hospital, I don't know, a jail, prison, for what they've been doing. And they're still lying, clearly. It still has not all come to light. Knave of Pentacles, they might have messed around with children or did something to children. Bring something about children in your work, working with children or working with the inner child. Okay, we have Earth sign, child being stopped from doing something. Okay, at work, maybe they bring their child to work. I don't know, something like this. Or you work with children. Okay, 10 of Wands, it's a heavy burden. Someone is doing all this work on their own. Okay, we do have, someone is in a contract or a commitment. Even there is a marriage. 510, Taurus. 5-6. Wow, over here is the devil. Dude, 5-15. What? We have the Hierophant, then the devil. This is someone being like, okay, you need to follow, this is a religious figure, contract, a commitment, follow rules and laws. This isn't about trying to control someone. This is about addiction, fear, lust, disharmony, okay? And they working with some devil energy. Look, we got the horns again in this one. Dude, this is crazy. All right, someone being busted, caught for being an immature player. They're a backstabbing betrayer. This is in the past. It's being healed, okay? So if they try and come back around or these memories come forth, this person has a lust addiction, sex addiction, porn addiction, drugs, alcohol. They're wishing bad. They could be trying to work with dark energies, trying to call upon the devil and Lucifer, okay, to do some sex magic, some demon magic. I don't know, okay? Queen of Wands, what the fuck? It's not working. Don't forget, every deal made with the devil, there's always a price to pay. Somebody wishing somebody, trying to break up someone else's relationship by using lust. Trying to control another. Maybe doing, I'm just telling you, like, it's not a love potion, okay? this person, they really need healing. Truly. They need some healing. Queen of Swords being calling it out. This person need healing. They need to rest. They need to do inner healing. Maybe they need to go to rehab. Maybe they got some issues. They could have some sexually transmitted diseases and stuff like that. Okay, this is something you've known for a long time. They're going to come in trying to remember the good times with all that lusty stuff. But, dude, the devil... Ay, ay, ay. If that's your choice of lifestyle, that's your prerogative. But if you want to find happiness and not feel controlled, the devil wants to control you with fear, but the devil also promises you everything that you ever wanted, but it's a lie. But we got the same horns here. I think this person can just have some Capricorn. All right, we have emotionally detaching and walking away. Right. Cancer, emotionally detaching and walking away. 8-7, 8-6, 86 in them. They can't move on this. They're going, it's like you have no other option than to, because they're going to jail, dude. Or it's for your highest good. Oh, you have the dragonfly flying away, the mermaid. Emotionally detached from this person. They have not changed. Death in reverse. They may have really been saying that they could literally be manipulating you, saying they have health issues, saying whatever, saying that they have cancer. I'm serious. They lie to get, this is a covert, emotional, narcissistic person who will use whatever she needs to get attention, whether it is lust or damsel in distress, playing a victim. As you get out some Scorpio in her chart. Oh, Scorpio moon. What? Death in reverse.